Good evening, folks. How are you all doing? Hope you're having a good one. Have had a good weekend, even without me streaming yesterday. Thank you so much, Fazu, for the 5 bits during the intro and the nice message. It's a good one. Thank you, everybody, for following also. And let me actually remember to do the things that I should do when I start streaming, like turning this...
Woot, bits acquired.
Thank you, Fazu. Great acquiring of bits complete, and thank you for sending some of them my way. I really appreciate that. Hello, Thomas. Pinning. Oh, there's that thing now. Oh God. So you're in the seasonal spirit. Oh yeah, maybe. Hey, Black Score.
Happy first birthday to my sub. Yay.
How does that yay sound so disconnected? Thank you so much for 1 entire year. It's a very long time to hand all your support this way, and I really appreciate it. Hated snow so much you decided to go into the desert. Yeah, I just created a new world here, and found it rather ironic that we ended up here, of all places. It does highlight a problem, but I think it won't be that much of a problem. So here's a river biome. This is a desert biome. Obviously, we should probably... I mean, that's a pretty pog place to start out, but, you know. MKK. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. Let's find some biome where seasons probably make a little more sense, maybe. Let's just go to a forest or something. 700 blocks away. Thank you so much. What's that? Syllabear? Syllaber? I don't know how to read that, if it's meant to be read out as...
Yay.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you tossing your Prime sub this way, and you could use it anywhere on Twitch.
Yay.
So this is probably a better biome to start with. Ooh, iron. Yeah, I know, right? What's your opinion on global data packs? I mean, I don't know. It's pack management in terms of data packs is hard because you get the what's the most recent version and which things are compatible with which other things problem. If you want to use a mod, sure, like that's cool. I think there's a ways to go before we could implement that in vanilla Minecraft because of, you know, just user experience and communication parts of it. But like for power users who want it, sure. Why is my view distance so short? Okay, anyway, so I believe that with the addition of the fill biome command and some fixes for some glitches and whatever in Minecraft 1.19.3 or pre-releases or whatever, we should have everything to at least make a decent stab at implementing seasons in Minecraft. Now, what I've always said is I don't really like feel that there's a great need for seasons in Minecraft. Like, this is in pre-release 2, yes, or a modded version of it, but it doesn't have anything that mods gameplay. It just has my camera mod. But yeah, basically, the biomes are seasons in Minecraft, right? You have snowy taiga, which is a winter taiga, and then you have taiga, which is like a fall taiga, I would say, right? It's a boreal forest in the fall versus boreal forest in the winter, right? So the missing piece is to be able to switch them around. So I'm kind of thinking about like how would we do that? And the fill biome command I think is reasonable to make a stab at least. So that's what I'm gonna do. But Stony Shore. So there's an interesting amount of biomes that we'll need to figure out. But
let's get the hype train going.
oh hey. Thank you so much, non-empty string, for the 100 bits. Really appreciate that and appreciate the hype train. Choo choo. I'm just now realizing fill biome is the only real way to do biome management in the world via in-game, isn't it? Wait. In the world via in-game? Oh yeah. Yes, it's been missing before, basically. You haven't been able to... Biomes have basically been immutable, which is no longer the case. Let's maybe do this. Do daylight cycle false for now. Do weather cycle false. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a data pack to basically try to make different versions of this forest biome that seem to belong more to different seasons, right? So this is the default Minecraft forest biome, which I think is a pretty decent summer look, right? I think this works as summer.
Praise the Lord for 1 year. Yay.
Oh man. Twixie coming in with the Prime as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate those Prime subs. Could go anywhere, but you're choosing to spend them here, and it does mean a lot. Thank you. And Nicholas, who's been in it for a year. Thank you so much. That is a very long time with a lot of support, and I really appreciate that. So anyway, we shall need a data pack in this world, which probably means I need to exit out of the world for now. Also do this. Hi, Lincoln. Welcome in. Good to see you. Let's do this just to quickly get me into here. Data packs. I am going to need like a pack ID and stuff. Give me 1 second to set this up before we can switch over to doing stuff.
Yay.
What is the pack format? 10? Where do I even have this thing? Hold on. I'm a little disorganized. I've been away all day and I just came home and just wanted to get this going, but that folder maybe? Seasons pack. Yeah, look at that. Let's go here. That will be fine.
Yay.
I totally trust the author of this folder because it happens to be me. We'll just call it seasons. All right, let's chill here on the screen for a second. Is it possible to add / remove data packs while in the world? Doesn't / reload do it? No, not for world gen packs. Not for like the experimental stuff. Doesn't update. So let's see if we can use the other screen now. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, season pack. This is our starting point. Tiny little baby's first data pack. Hey, thank you for the follows, folks. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Yeah, I do my data pack stuff in VS Code. I think with the Datapack Helper Plus, it's a super solid tool.
Yay.
Seasons, I guess, is a good namespace for it. Hey, Veggie. So what do we need? We're gonna need basically the entire data of Minecraft and the vanilla biomes as a starting point. So let me go dig up like a reference pack for pre-2 if I have it somewhere. I should have it. That wasn't the right key. Let's see, data Minecraft. World Gen biome. Very good. We're gonna need World Gen biome. So let's see. Hello, Windows sounds. Yes. So what do we have? We had the forest. So probably what I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want a like summer forest, a spring forest, a winter forest, and a fall forest, right? Which one is which? Fall and autumn. Which one is like British and American? I can never remember. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of different add-ons for Visual Studio Code that add function stuff. And in my experience, like, it's a while since I browsed through them now, but in my experience, the Datapack Helper Plus one is by far, like by an enormous distance, the best one. Autumn is British, fall American. Okay. I guess we go with fall. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a copy of the forest biome for every season. So here's how that looks by default. But we're gonna work on it separately, a copy for every season. So now so maybe the easiest. Let's start with fall. So generally we don't need to do much here. We don't need to care about carvers. We're not going to care about. So basically, this biome is never going to generate. So we're going to worry about downfall. We're going to worry about effects. We're not going to worry about features. We are going to worry about precipitation. We're not going to worry about spawn costs and spawners. We could even remove like the world gen-y stuff of the world gen file, which makes no sense, but you know. No, let's do that. Let's have error sounds all across this. Both are used interchangeably in the US. Huh. Interesting. Hey. Ellie doing the thing. If you remove World Gen from World Gen, nothing will remain. Well, I mean, so there are a bunch of like these things, like effects and stuff that aren't really related to World Gen stuff inside of these World Gen files. And I guess neither is spawners, even though like I guess like passive creatures both spawn, and temperature is also interesting. Now this stuff is behind Ellie. What are you doing, Ellie? Why are you in the way? Should we move the cat cam on the scene? Maybe we should. Just
Hello, slime.
Hello.
Yay.
Who is that? Where's that? Lady Baltrix. Thank you so much. That's the second month. We really appreciate it. Yeah, bottom right is normally my cam location, and I don't have the camera on today. Where is... Oh, wait. Oh, my cat cam is inside. That might be difficult, actually, to move it. Because I would move it for all the scenes. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it now. We'll when the cat cam is up, we'll just work on the bottom half of this, I guess. Ooh, maybe I can't. Whatever. It'll be fine. Who needs to see a lime when they can see an Ellie? Yeah, I guess. You know, we'll never have the charm of the cat. Hi, Sphinxy. Speaking of the cat. So I think we shall pretty much just ignore downfall, temperature. Do they matter? They might matter. So anyway, there are a couple that I think might be missing from here. Let's expand carvers again so we get push everything down a little bit. So there's a fog color, which is interesting. That might be cool to change, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna, you know, affect anything. So it should be, so there's a sky color, which I guess also might be interesting to fiddle with, just to make fall feel, maybe fall and winter feel a little more overcast. So what is this even? It's a, you know, it's a hex color, but not in hex, which is a little annoying. Let's convert it. So that should be some form of blue. Yeah, that's a quite... That's pretty much, like, if you look at the color right up here, it's pretty much exactly that color, so it doesn't get filtered through anything, or not much at least. Fall more orange. And the sky, though? Immediate cat cam again. Ellie is greater than lava. Controversial statement. Inciting the riots in chat. Yeah, so maybe there's a case for changing that, but really what we want to change here, you know, is going to be the foliage color. Obviously, right? So probably, I wonder if there's a case for duplicating this, for having like a fall 1 and fall 2. Early fall, late fall kind of thing. So we, you know, leaves would turn maybe yellow and then red. So this will be basically changing colors plus possible snow falling / melting. Because if so, that's an awesome and minimal thing and close to vanilla. Yeah, so my intent here, let's maybe do this. Notes. So you can't see this if I write up here. Let's start this document on line 16. Very good. Design notes. Vanilla-like updates is one.
Yay.
So what does that mean? That means just like other stuff in vanilla, the world changes at random and around the player. So basically, just as a weather tick or a random tick would update the world, so that's how this pack would work. Well, the players should be in control of changing the world, right? So we don't want this pack to come in and just change stuff all over the shop. Hello, folks. Welcome in. Thank you for the follows. So that's kind of a part of it. Let's go back to the forest in the fall. So I actually think that maybe having an early fall, late fall might be good, because maybe should we have an early late for everything? I think snow melting would be something Lime would have to implement separately from the biome settings, of course, but that's part of it. That's part of the plan. It doesn't, like, what needs to be implemented in which way is not really a question here. Isn't there a Minecraft season spec that already does that? That does melting and stuff, maybe. Yeah, there could be. the new things that you can't really do. You couldn't really do this kind of tree modification thing that I you know, that I'm planning now. Anyway, let's implement the foliage color here so we get somewhere. So what we want is kind of a fairly dark yellow, I guess, and dark yellow trending orange. I don't have a good way of processing these numbers. What that number is a hex color description converted to decimal. Okay, so that's the only thing we changed in this biome now. The seasons colon fall/forest biome is what this should be now. Is an exact duplicate of the vanilla forest biome, but with a foliage color added, right? So really reload this world. It should now be experimental. Good. So that means we loaded in an experimental data pack because we have world gen settings in there. It shouldn't actually change anything, but we should have new biomes now. So if we do fill biome whatever where I am, then there should now be a seasons. Yeah, so we have 4 versions of the forest here. Cool. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to update where's the bottom of the world? -60. 4.
Hi.
Or 3 or 4? Hello, Ultier. Coming in with 2 years. Hi. Brian goes like, hi. Oh my. What did he ever do to you, Brian? Wait. 19, right? So what if we change the entire column that I'm in to seasons fall forest, replacing Minecraft fallen forest? Because if there's like a deep dark under here, we don't want it. 16? I mean, sure, but this should be truncated to that, right? I guess we'll see. Okay, so that did something. So this is exactly what I was hoping for, right? So you start getting some yellowing of the leaves here around the position where I did that. So I think you can kind of tell this is the column that I was actually affected, because the biomes only get stored every 4 blocks, and it's gonna like noise the thing a little bit. So if you do this, oops, not that, this. And run biome blend to off, then we'll actually see what happened, right? So you can see the exact shifting of stuff. Biome blend, yeah. So video settings, the default is 5 here, and that just it means it blends them out over 5 blocks basically. So now that if I've done that, let's move like 4 blocks over here and do it again. That looks surprisingly good, actually. I was thinking I would have to toy around with it a lot more before it got better. I like it. Okay. I guess we should change the grass color also. You wouldn't get like vibrant grass during fall, so let's try that. But that's a super encouraging first result. Biome blend is only visual, by the way. Yes. So biome blend in the visual settings really are tint blend of tinted tinted colored blocks. Will you remove the leaves for winter? No, because let's go back to the design notes. The player is the person who changes the world, not the game, right? The game shouldn't be like massively messing with your world. It would be nice to be able to change textures, true, but we can't really, so we'll live with it and it'll be fine. Would you wake up day to new season, or will it gradually bring the season in? That's answered by the first thing. Just like weather ticks and random, like just like snow. If it's snowing, the snow layers form here and there over time, right? Where you are. Just like that, the seasons will change over time to whatever season is the current one, which is exactly why this is so important. Because like the trees should not, like when fall hits in real world, in real life, you don't wake up one day and all the trees are yellow, right? You wake up one day and the trees start shifting to yellows over time. And that's what's going to happen here too. That's an important part of this pack. So let's go back into the fall forest and look at the... I guess grass color is also default here. Grass color modifier. I hate that thing. What is that? Stop. That has like a bunch of dark forest, none, or swamp. Get out of here. So we need so what happens with grass? How does ground look in the fall? Except turning into mud. I don't think that's what we want. So maybe it just becomes slightly less. I don't know, maybe it becomes a little more muted and a little grayer. A little less vibrant, maybe. Can I do this maybe? It's a little hard because I don't have the value that it's at right now. Also, it's massively different on my two different monitors, which is interesting. But let's, if I just pick a color out of Minecraft, let's maybe add a little touch more of red to it and then desaturate it a bit. I have no idea if this is gonna look good or terrible, but we'll find out, I suppose. So that we'll just put that in there and see what happens. Now here's a problem that I think we have. Let's verify that. If I do /reload now, that does not change the biome because, oops, the world gen stuff just isn't real. Oh, and I also messed it up. The world gen stuff isn't reloaded on reload, so you have to cycle in and out of the world. But yeah, that's what I meant with mess it up. So that actually looks a lot less, almost blue. Let's turn the biome blend off again so we can see the actual... That's a... Kind of becomes a blue. I made it a little more red. I mean, that's not a terrible color, to be honest, but it's not what I expected. Looks a bit like swamp. Really, it looks a lot more gray, really, I would say. So what if I just take a little more blue out of it? See, I don't know how these blends... That doesn't feel like fall, to be honest. Well, see, I don't know. What if... Oops. What I feel like happens is in fall is that... everything becomes slightly more gray in terms of the surrounding things. Not the trees, because they go super vibrant. But everything else kind of goes a little grayish. Too gloomy. Well, I kind of agree, but it's not a lot too gloomy, because it's supposed to be a little gloomy. Because it's fall. I'm gonna click I know what I'm doing a lot of times during this stream. I get the feeling. That's more kind of what I was... But that's almost exactly the swamp, right? But do you know what you're doing? I mean... At least don't tell the game, you know?
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey.
Happy little trees, something. Thank you, Noinaster, for the bits. This is too much. Is there... Is there anywhere we could get like a what's this? Let's look at Savannah. Let's look at vanilla savannas and to see what that value is and see if we can have a starting point. So that's this. Oh right, I get it. Yes, okay. I remember now. So there is no grass color. This is the thing. So I think most of the vanilla biomes are like calculating their grass color from the temperature and stuff. So I don't exactly know what the color is.
Yay.
Which is a problem because like I'd like to start with that color. I feel like eventually you're gonna make a tool that lets you select colors easier. That might be the case. Good mix and of green and yellow, but too dark? Maybe. We could try just lighting it up a bit. I don't really think that's going to be the thing, though. Let's see. That would be a great addition to this Datapack helper. Plus, hint hint for any developers in chat. Can you add like an overlay over the grass? No. It's a tint, so it's just a... The real texture is just a kind of a grayscale, and this is a color layer added to that, you could say. Am I in the right file? I'm in the right file. So let's try that. Rip Raptor, if you do exclamation point job, you'll see like none of what I do on stream, none of what I do outside of my job is ever actual development. This is Datapack, like, which means that you will be able to play with it, right? Of course, but it's none of what I do on stream outside of my job is ever actually going in the game. You're right, that actually turned out much nicer. That actually does look a lot better. So now if we turn the biome blend back on. Yeah. Also, streaming his job probably breaks all kinds of NDAs. I mean, if I ever did that, it would be very clearly like checked up front, right? Getting all the permissions and whatever. I don't really see how that would happen. Because that would, yeah, almost by definition, any such streams would probably not go out on my channel, right? But rather go out on some Minecraft channel. Yeah, I think we will just stick with that. I like it. It doesn't have to be. That's the thing with these kinds of things. People tend to make them too strong. I kind of like this. The fact that the effect shouldn't be like super over the top always. Is there any chance of a development stream ever happening from any official source? Well, you know, never say never, I guess. I haven't really... What? What? Is it just my preview that's broken? In my stream preview that's broken? I guess are you folks seeing the stream correctly? Because I sure as heck am not. But it's like my OBS looks okay, so I presume that I'm actually streaming the correct thing still. Looks normal here. Ellie time. Yeah, if you're seeing Ellie, then if you can see the cat, then all is good. You see a wolf and a cat. Yeah, sure. Very good. Well, not very good because I can't see my own stream anymore. Something with my ISP has been messing around with Twitch for the last like week or so. Like it's just, and like my whole stream view is now saying, we're having a trouble finding that site. The wolf is not putting the cat into fire this time. Yeah, I would not appreciate that. Okay, so those are probably the two values we need to change for like a fall forest here, I would say. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do forest first, and we're gonna do, oh god, we're gonna walk through all of the types of forest or the seasons of forest, and then we'll think about like the other biomes and stuff. Because
yay.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to get stuck in one thing, because you could tinker with things indefinitely. There are definitely more things that we might think of here. But I also don't want to. I like this pack to not be too impactful. Like it should be more of a feeling thing, that it should be like this massively impacts gameplay, right? The thing that we might look at are kind of these things. Like if you have snowfall on right now, I believe this will never get covered by snow. So it'll be like a bare grass thing with snow, like with snow all around it. So that's something I think we might need to look into. But okay. A little tint of gray in the sky would be nice. Yeah, let's try that. So the watercolor is this. Do we care about that? I don't think we care. Sky color. Let's just start with the sky color. I just need to do a lot of conversion of this stuff back and forth between hex and whatever. And flower? Yeah, flowers I've been thinking about too. Flowers feel like a little bit of a stretch goal at the moment to do something with, because they might be just a little, yeah. Anyway, let's desaturate the sky a bit. Maybe just slightly darken it, which gives us this number. Cheers to this random number. How many bits for the stretch goal? I mean, it's more like we'll get there after we get to all the other things, then I need poking, but you know. Am I in? Oh, we might need a larger area of this biome.
Put this towards the stretch goal. Spring flowers smile.
Flowers smile. What did you do to Brian to make him go that? Thank you for the bits, no answer. Appreciate that. Hi, Pixel. So, I should have copied that command. Fill biome -64 tilde 300. I think I did 19 tilde seasons fall forest replace Minecraft forest. There we go. Copy this time and stash it somewhere in my notes thing. Good. Because we're gonna need to run this a bunch of times. So let's see. How far can I run this? Can probably not do a chunk, can I? No. Alright, let's just run the right thing. Here. Let's just run it a bunch of times around this area. This little splotch of color here and there, I like it. Particles from, yeah, particles are also kind of stretch goal. Actually, if we turn the biome blend off again, then I can just see where I'm missing it and just go there and run it instead of this random. Also, okay, so here's the sky color now. If I back out of this, here's the sky color. Shows up less good on stream, I guess. So it's a pretty subtle thing, but it does become more gray. And I think that's enough. Where's this? Where am I missing? Oh, it's two samples there. Let's turn this back on. There you go. I think that's a good start. Feels like a good start to me. So we now have leaf coloring, slightly less vibrant ground. Oh yeah, I guess these also do turn. It does show on stream and I like it. Yeah, cool, good. I think it might have been more stronger outside of stream, or at least maybe the transition is just more clear. So, if that's our fall forest, then probably we are good to move on to the winter forest. Which I think we're just going to start out with the values. Let's do this. Let's move the sky color down here so that we have all of those things collected in one place. So let's go to the winter forest. Sure. So winter forest, get rid of this, add them back in here, missing a comma. So obviously we need to work on those. Precipitation should not be rain anymore, should be snow. Does the temperature matter? Does it matter for anything else? Yes, it probably does. It might matter for like things like snow golems melting and whatever. Sky in winter should either be really gray or really cool blue. Yeah, agreed. But it shouldn't be too much different from the fall one, right? We don't want it to be super different. Let's look at snowy taiga in vanilla. So this is vanilla snowy taiga. Temperature is -0.5. So let's just go with that. That's our winter temperature. And forest default forest has 0.7. So I guess 0.1 is in between, and that's our fall temperature. I think it also matters for whether a block can be snowed on. Are you sure that isn't just like the precipitation though? I think maybe, I guess it might be if it's raining and the temperature is low enough, then it still might snow. Which might be bad in this case actually. So if we might want the fall one to be higher. We might put it back to 0.7. Because I'd like to be in control of when it snows and when it doesn't. Because we don't want that to really be that, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, winter. So what is this? Monster stuff. We don't care about that now. This is spawn settings, right? Yeah, let's get rid of those for now. So definitely precipitation snow. There is a case for like stray spawn in more places during the winter, but I don't think I want to make that type of changes now. That's later in that case. Oh, mood sounds, like make the ambient sounds have like more winter. There's so much we could do. Fog color I don't think matters. So let's go through the sky color. Probably just make it slightly even more cold and gray. Like just apply a little more of the thing I already did, I think is what it should do here. Kind of like almost a little darker is nice. Where's my calculator? What did I just do? Okay, I did the wrong thing. Here, there, please. Why are you refusing to paste the thing? Really? Paste the dang value, thank you. No, okay. The copy pasting has become incredibly hard. Good. I've managed to copy paste the value. Great success. See the amounts of progress we are making. Some rain snow mix might be cool, like freezing rain. So the thing is, the border between rain and snow in Minecraft doesn't look like mixed snow and rain. It looks like here's a border between rain and snow. Are the colors a special type of RGB? They are straight RGB. These are hex codes for RGB. It's just that they're written in decimal, so you have to convert them back and forth, which is really annoying. So like this sky color, that color is that. Alright, foliage color. This is a very interesting one. I was experimenting some with this before, because I actually made like a showcase of this for my snapshot video, and where I did like a few transitions. So obviously when it's snowy, you want them to be basically white, right? So that's what I'm thinking. One of the things I was thinking is maybe I want like 2 fall ones. Or one is yellowish and one is reddish, just to get some variation. They could even be picked randomly. Like it doesn't need to be first yellow, then red or something. It could just be random. But then I feel like for foliage colors, you kind of want,
Yay.
I don't know, gray? It's really hard because we can't replace the texture, right? That's the problem. So I'm not sure. One version would be to kind of try to make them a little brown, so that they would potentially look like it's just like the twigs and stuff left. We could try that, I guess. What if it's like a brown gray? This has the potential to look extremely awful. Just gonna put that out there before we actually see what the result of this is. God. So, I can't reload. I have to exit and reopen. And let's go here. Okay. Disclaimer, this may look awful. This even likely will be awful. But, you know, I have to try to really know, so, you know, let's do that. So this time, okay, I have to do one more thing before I do this, I think. Which is, we need a tags folder, and then world gen biome. What am I looking for here? Forest. Okay. So we're making a tag. It's gonna be great. Replace doesn't really matter. Values is Minecraft forest. It's a forest. So it's seasons. This is great. I can't spell it, and I'm like at the very start of the stream. Let's go by year, I guess. Spring, summer forest is a forest. How is this so hard to Jeez. Fall forest is also a forest, and winter forest is a forest. There we go. So now we have a tag, hopefully. Can I reload tags at real time? That's not what I wanted. So let's say that we're doing this. Can I do now hash seasons forest? Perfect. Okay. So we have some way to replace all types of forest with our new thing, and we want to replace any type of forest with winter forest. How awful it's going to be? Time to find out. This particular case with just like one thing could be worse. Could have been worse. Does look somewhat plaguish, but oops. Okay, we're definitely gonna need more states, I think. This is would blend on, yes. So I don't mind it too much. A bit purple, yeah, maybe. Looks cursed. What do I want to do to probably reduce the blue a bit? So the idea is we'd have... Why is copy paste stopped working? Am I being incredibly stupid here or something? Okay, whatever. This is fine. Okay, yay. I'm definitely gonna need 2 winter styles. Why the leaves purple? Oh, they're supposed to be more brown. They're too blue at the moment. So now they're less purple. I forget that it is a bedrock feature that the leaves turn white when snow is on the leaves. In the snowy tags. Yes, and that's the thing I want to do here too. Which is why we need another biome here. Which might just not be a... Yes, it has to be a particular biome. Dang it. I think. Yeah. Definitely does. We're gonna try to do that, so I'm gonna need let's make more more subtypes. So I had fall, spring, summer, and winter. I guess we're gonna make fall into early fall, and then we're gonna do a late fall as well. I think. Is that good? I'm just gonna copy paste the whole thing into there for now, and then we're gonna make a winter. Maybe it's to be too brown now. I don't know. Maybe it might be too saturated now. Actually, we might want it more like muted. Does it looks almost like a little dirt-like, like earth-like? Birch trees should have golden yellow leaves. Yeah, but we can't be that specific, and like some parts of this are covered by the code of Minecraft that we can't modify, right? So we're just working with what we have. If you use this color for late fall, or more red would be nice. No, late fall needs to be red. This is winter. But this is... Maybe this is just winter, and the other one is called snow covered. Oh my god, we're gonna need... We're gonna need 6 copies of every biome at this rate. Yikes. Okay, that's okay. So this, let's see, let's go back here. Where'd that tag go? Here. So now it's not fall, it's early fall forest and late fall forest, and also There is a snow-covered forest. So we're gonna need to like encode some of these. So I guess this is gonna mess things up. Yes, it is. So I'm just about to reload this pack, which is going to make some of these biomes that are used here disappear, which is probably not going to be the game is probably not going to be very happy about that. So let's we should this should be hash seasons forest. We copy that again. So probably we just fill these back with the Minecraft forest before we do that. And then we'll change them back once we've reloaded the pack. I don't really know what would happen. I think it would default and turn it into plains or something. What am I missing? That one. This looks so weird without the biome blend on. It's definitely meant to be played with the blend on. Okay, so I think I got everything back to the Minecraft version of this. Yep. Okay. Every day is different. Instead of 4 seasons, it would be possible to code 365 individual days of the cycle. That sounds like a great fun time, doesn't it? 4 years later, I'm done with the forest biome. Let's do plains. Okay, so this doesn't exist anymore. So we do early fall. That looks like this, and let's turn this on. Splat out some early fall across the place here. And right now there's no difference between early and late fall. So, and early, to be fair, early and late fall might also just end up being fall 1 and fall 2. Random. So let's splat in a late fall here in the middle, and now that looks exactly the same. Oop, I probably should not have done that before. Let's see. Late fall forest. Let me just like quickly grab a little more red tint for these, and then we'll load in and see what happens. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong place there. This value, foliage color, that. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Late fall is the thing we're doing. So if you just put that a little more, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I think that's a fair representation of the of the transition between like different colors of leaves. So don't put too much value in the early versus late fall. Think about it as 2 different fall colors of leaves. That's because that's what I'm going for. I don't think I care about the ground at this point. We'll just do that. And so let's maybe then look at winter and foliage color and desaturate that a little bit. I just can't. There's too many steps in this thing. Just copy and pasting the same value in different formats in several ways. So we'll make it a little more gray. Yeah, maybe just desaturate it overall. That might be just what we do. Please, please copy and paste the dang value windows. It's not that hard. Okay. Let's try that for our winter forest. Oh, so just based on location hash and vary between the biomes? No. Probably randomize. Because you want the same kind of place to be able to progress through the different stages. Or maybe we do a location hash kind of thing. I don't know. All of this is, at this point, very much research and experimentation. I'd say that the red leaves may be a little too dark. Maybe. I'm a little worried that they might look artificially bright if we do just bright. This is totally a color that you can see in autumn leaves, though. Let's go here. That's not what I wanted. The command I wanted. And we want winter forest here. So this is winter, but no snow. Blood trees. I feel like that got too gray. That looks almost a little broken. I want a little more brown in it. Hard, because I didn't feel like I did that big of a change. Winter foliage color there. I'm to the point where I'm starting to feel like modding out that I know what I'm doing button. This maybe? I don't see what colors are leaves in winter. Yeah, I mean, leaves aren't a color in winter, right? They're not on the trees. So what do we do instead? We try to make the trees look like they're bare. And bare trees kind of look a little brown grayish. Okay, Venture, this is supposed to be when you don't have snow on the trees. We'll deal with the snow soon. But that one is much easier, right? We make them white. I think this is fine for now. So let's move on. I don't think I want to care about... Ooh. Grass color in winter? Should probably also go a little more gray, right? Like, what color is the ground in the winter? It goes really kind of desaturated. What color is it now? I don't even know. Like in the file. Okay, this is a little too dark of a music theme. Where's my thing? Skip song. Oh, I have Spotify running this bad. Need to get rid of that. Oh yeah, okay, sure. Social interactions. Yeah, that makes sense. It goes dark brown because it's always wet. True. Also not always wet in the winter though. Like not here. Here it's... That is a sickly looking color in like if you just look at the tint color right now. What if I just like desaturate this a lot? I guess it's different here because the ground just freezes. Alright, so I'm going to try a different value here for the grass color. We get a lot of muck too though. Like we get a lot of like No, that melted. Everything is mud now. Oh, it froze over. It's now icy mud. It's great. That might be a little much. Give me that. These like tint colors are super sensitive. They really like punch through much more than I thought they would. Maybe it's not too bad. I like that color that looks like mud with a lot of ice. Maybe. Like maybe I'm just being picky, but I feel like maybe it should be slightly brighter. Or not brighter, but more saturated. It's with the sad black leaves. Well, I mean, this forest in the winter is not the most upbeat of places until there's snow. Then everything is bright and great. I might saturate it a little bit. I assume this data pack only works on like loaded chunks. Yeah, around players, just like anything else. Like just like the snow. If it's snowing in Minecraft, you will only get snow layers where you have a player, right? This is the same principle. Saturated that up a tiny smidge more. But as I'm noticing now, a tiny smidge might just make a huge difference. Can it be less pixely with larger clumps? I don't know. That actually didn't make that much of a difference, which is probably good. I think we'll leave it at this now. And then think about the snowy part. Let's do this first. So here's the problem of somebody mentioned like, oh, birch leaves should be this and that. Birch leaves are just this. Can't do anything about them. Not without the ability to change blocks, which we don't have. All right, let's use this, turn some of this forest as well. Maybe I should just like make a repeating command block or something out of this. Why is this not turning? It is Minecraft Forest. I'm probably just missing one column here somewhere. There it is. Okay. I was curious, is there a dev that does similar to what you do but with Bedrock? What do you mean, like data pack stuff? Or in Bedrock's case, I would guess it would be behavior pack stuff? I don't know that there's somebody who does that. There are a couple of Bedrock devs that stream, or at least I'm not sure. People have switched teams and stuff, so I shouldn't say too much. But there are definitely no Bedrock devs that are as much into streaming and YouTube as I am, for sure. Okay, so the idea here is when we start getting snow layers on stuff, then we turn them into a snowy biome instead, which, you know, we'll have to detect and whatever. But so if it snows, then we'll turn away from this into a new biome, which is going to be snow-covered forest. There. And that one is currently some old thing that I don't know. But if we do that here, so it's gonna, since the biome blending is, we can only change this every 4 blocks, and it's a paired biome, like if the biome blending is gonna kick in and stuff, it's not gonna be exact, which we're just gonna have to deal with. But let's just make them almost entirely white first. I think that's a good first step. Let me just do that and reload, and we'll see how that looks. Too many files called forest opened at once. Hold on. Foliage color, and then probably copy the grass color from... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Let's go here. This is the winter forest. This is the snow-covered forest. I'm going to take the same almost white color for both the grass and the leaves. So if there's snow on the top level, then maybe we'll just like want more snowish looking grass too. That's my whole reasoning here. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll look awful. Who knows? Let's try. You just want pure white? Sure. I'm sure that'll look great. It might, you know, it's just a tint color. Hey, Stormy. So when we have snow on it, it starts looking a little more. Okay, so let's actually try fully white. Because that did not look as snowy as I would have wanted. Snow covered. Sure. Totally meant to put another layer there. Yeah, you know, leaves but not grass, I think. This is fine. I don't mind this at all. Wait. Snow actually does fall on leaves, right? It does form on leaves. Foliage colors have always been a bit of a pain for me because the leaves add some gray to the color. Yeah, I can see why. This is the raw foliage texture? Yeah, that's what happens. But I think it's fine. This might not be as fine. Remember also that like this is how it looks with biome blend off. And you're not going to have biome blend off in almost all cases. I like this, but not this. And also, like, you'll get some of this, right? So it will probably end up looking something like this, where you have some snow layers and then there's some bare stuff underneath cover. I feel like this is too gray. I actually kind of feel like I should add some blue into that. Because, like, pure... If you look at the snow texture has a little tinge of blue, and that's how snow is. Like real snow. So I'm gonna try something really weird here. I'm happy with the foliage color. I'm gonna only change the grass color to something potentially very, very, very wrong. It just looks grayscale, as if you forgot to add a color. Well, it's probably because that's exactly what it is. I'd expect the grass to be dead in winter, so the ground could be more brown, perhaps. That's too blue. But I think it was the right instinct. Dang, the tint takes a lot harder than I had imagined. Like, the changes have to be so much smaller. Let me desaturate that a bunch more. It's almost nothing. And then fail at copy pasting for 15 minutes. Is good, great. Thank you, Windows. I appreciate this. Brown grass can look really good for wintry biomes. Yeah, but are you talking about brown grass as in brown grass items or brown grass hint? Because like my bear, my winter one had a little brownish grass. That's more like it. So it's a slight blue tint. So it's either this or it's this, basically. That's the oh wow, what a nice lag spike. But then like think of it that it's going to be, this is where you're actually going to see, right? It's not going to be that jagged border and stuff. I think the leaves should have a white fade into green. The thing, oh god, the thing is we can't really do like fades and stuff. So we're only working with the grayscale texture that's being replaced. Fall grass color with a hint of blue. I think I'm going to stick with this for now. So now we have an early fall, a late fall. So we have two falls, and bare and snow-covered winter. What the next thing then is spring, which is probably one of the hardest for me. The frozen temperature modifier for a biome is also pretty useful sometimes. Yeah, but that's a world gen parameter, right? Because we're going to be changing this dynamically at runtime, which makes it not care system, makes it not like it's not going to matter much, right? Because we're replacing the colors themselves. Cause it to rain in half the biome. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't think I necessarily want that. Flower forests are literally spring theme. Yes, but flower forests generate differently. They don't look differently because of how they are at runtime, right? So it's possible that we would need to do something like the flowers don't exist in winter and then they pop back up. Am I allowed to share an example picture? I think the bot will remove any links, but if a mod could do a permit on that, that should be good. No. Mods? Is there any mod around? Thank you. So this is the spring one. I think we'll start with the non-wintry one, because I don't think it makes much sense to start with the winter one. We'll start with, where's my summer? Did I change summer? No. Okay. So I only changed fall. Alright, spring then. Wait, here. Let's look at this picture. Or let's not, because my browser totally messed that up. What in the world? Okay. I don't know what it did, but okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. So what you're saying is that in the parts that aren't snow covered, then there will be rain instead of... instead of snow as precipitation. In which case, okay, so in which case that's not what I want. What I want is to be in control myself of that by changing the biome, right? Yeah. If I if I make this work, then the data pack will be downloadable. Absolutely. And the hope is that I make something that is actually useful, right? I don't really know what to do for spring. Or rather, I don't know how to differentiate spring from summer. How does spring look? All I see is snow and darkness. Help, please. You could even go pink leaves in spring. Huh. That's an interesting... But I feel like that's not how spring looks around here. But yes, there are cherry blossoms, but, you know, it's one day. But sure, let's try out pink. And it's certainly not the entire forest, but sure. Foliage color goes... Which, yeah, this is spring. Okay, that... Spring is vibrant green. Is it though? Is spring more vibrant green than summer? Because I don't think it is. It's just vibrant green because you've seen no green for half a year and you feel awful about it. Use a lighter green? Yeah, maybe. I mean, another thing we could do is we could do the same thing here. What I'm going to end up doing is adding two biomes per season, isn't it? So we'd have an early spring and late spring, or just spring 1 and spring 2, I guess, where one could be pink. So one is more like cherry blossom style, and the other is probably more lighter green, vibrant green. And then you would get those kind of splatted. Let's see how this pink one looks, though. Just like see how it looks in game. If you can make some flowers in the leaves, I can't change the texture. Okay, you used that for Terrorless Spring and Skylands. That was really hard to say.
Yay.
Let's try that next then. But yeah, maybe that's a thing. Oh god. Game's unhappy. Why are you so unhappy? Because we're basically out of memory all the time. Ooh, okay, interesting. I am going to restart this with more memory. Give me a moment. Pink is really hard with the gray that leaves that, huh? This, what's your RAM settings? Okay, let's just up that a bunch. I'm going to regret that later. That's okay. A little surprised and slightly worried that we're running that low on memory, actually. Because all I've done is add a few biomes. Do the same color as the mushroom biome green grass for the summer, or is that too saturated? I don't want to take away the specialness of that green for mushroom islands. So that's another thing. I don't want to make all the biomes look the same. Would it be easier to develop the color palette in a different program first? No. Like Stormu pointed out, they look different in game. Okay, so So that's... I just typed sprint forest, not spring forest. I know. This forest is trying to run away. So this is how it looks with the pink. I see what you mean with the gray, though. Like, it looks very gray rather than pink. I guess it does. But these don't look... These don't look spring to me. Especially not in this transition phase. Might be a bit stupid with memory when you reload a world. Yeah, now we're fine. Okay, so let's try Starmute values, spring. Let's see, what was the... scrolled away. Spring Skylands was this color. Yeah, okay. That was a lot better, for certain. This is still weird, but might work. This could be one of them, for certain. Run, Forest, run. Yeah. Sakura Grove uses this. Let's try that. Feels too dark pink. Kind of has to be, though. We're working with one texture that's going to be really difficult to make feel like it is perfect, right? So, like, this is it's gonna be noticeable that it is a data pack. And this is, to me, this is unnatural, but that's because, to me, spring is not pink, right? It's like one day in spring is pink in one place. Isn't there an F3 keybind that refreshes textures in data packs? No, it refreshes resource packs. And you can / reload a data pack, but not an experimental world gen data pack. So I'm reloading these worlds for a good reason. It's not because I don't know. I kind of... Spring in the rest of the world is just boring. Yeah. So it's just, you know, we need Japanese spring and the rest. As a world gen dev, probably 5-10% of my time developing is just entering and leaving worlds. Oh, look forward to the day when we can actually reload this stuff properly. It's a lot better than it was first. Yellow feels more spring? Well, yellow would be more autumn to me. I think we might do this, and then we might do a more vibrant, almost a summer green. Or maybe like it's a little lighter or something? Maybe lighter but more saturated. I guess the problem is I don't have the default foliage color either, so we're gonna have to experiment with that. Okay, maybe leaves are the same in spring / summer, but the sky is different. Yeah, maybe. I am going to... We're gonna make a copy of spring and call it Flowering Spring. That's what's gonna have this color. Try... What the heck is that? That seems way too low. Maybe it isn't? Okay. Sure, we'll try it. Give me the actual decimal value. Yeah, okay, so here in a blast from Starmute, courtesy of Starmute, is official spring. This is how it looks. Are you ready? You're not. That is very bright. I use it for the Alpha Islands biome to replicate funny alpha leaves color. I get it. That is a lot less green than I thought it would be, given what that color looks like. That is almost actually good. I'm very surprised. I'm gonna try a few like versions of that. I might look more green with fast leaves, maybe. Now it got very gray. No, please. Everybody likes your color, Starmute. Take credit now. That is very, very gray compared to. So okay, to make it look vibrant, we really have to use almost neon green. That is very interesting. I can't beat your alpha green. I can't beat it. The thing is, I think it might actually like I think the thing that's going to make or break this pack is the fact that biomes are or biome colors are not going to be uniform. So they're going to shift and change and be splatted. So I have a hard time telling. Notch-based alpha green on spring. Yeah, it's just better. It's just better. Well done, Starmute. I am surprised and I'm learning things. Okay, so do I have two summers? You gonna try my alpha grass color too for the meme? Oh sure, let's do that. I if I can copy it. I doubt that it's gonna be as good, but you know. And right now the green is from God knows what. The green is from autumn or something. Please don't actually use it. That is very blue. Oh my goodness. You sent the wrong one. This looks more like a wintry thing or something. Hey, Brazzy. Yeah. Kind of colors this really? That's a very interesting green. So the green we need kind of needs to be super bright, but I think what do we need it to be? Maybe more pure green, isn't it? Or Get less blue. It's also not very vibrant. I need color, no please. Chat just wants alpha. that's just what it is. Alpha is just spring. Cow's looking up at you, giving a judgy face. Oh my goodness, what? What is 99's color? I mean, I'm not sure it can be worse than this, so... Spring! Hi, Dave! we'll try 99's color, sure. Yes, that, okay. Tell that one back by about 5%. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a nicer green. It's very dark, though. Would you say that? Yeah, this is dark oak forest kind of green. Would you say that like a spring should be very, very dark? Because I'm not sure. Alright, star mutes. What was that? Grass color for summer skylands. Let's take a look at that. This is going to be the problem also. I guess what the normal one is the default for that temperature. Which we could also try to figure out what that is and... So this is default. This is that one. Desaturate this a little bit might look good. Didn't look that dark in the color picker? Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, it's really hard to predict how it comes across in game. Alright, so let's start with this one and then work from that, and we can probably hit something pretty good. So this one, oh, I did not expect it to be that bright. What do I want to do? Desaturate it slightly. There. Do this. So the big work with this, that once I get it up and running, the big job with this pack is going to be to, you know, oh god. I feel like I make small changes, but apparently I don't. Once this is your next attempt, let's see. Sure, let's try that. The last one looks good to me. I'm not sure where you're at in the stream because it's just changing all the time. I don't mind this. Now, the worst thing is I would kind of like to have the color code for this. That's just slightly darker and a fair bit more saturated. Let's turn this, not skins, videos, settings, this. Okay. This looks super desaturated in the picker. Yeah. It's really hard to predict. Really hard to predict. Like, if you want something to look vibrant, you have to have it like all like enormously saturated. So I guess it kind of just makes sense that way. Okay, and I guess summer forest should just be default forest. Because I think Minecraft forest to me looks like it's a summer biome. So we have 2. Do I ever want more than 1 summer biome? What a weird thing we're talking about now. Default forest feels summer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Do we have biomes that would need more than 1 summer? I guess maybe if we have like a... I don't even know if you could have that. Like a... Is there a rain season for some places that might warrant having like a 1 wet and 1 dry version of a summer biome? I don't know. A fried version? Yeah, maybe like a drought version. Maybe I should just make 2 summer ones because I have 2 of all the other seasons now. Australian summers have an orange tint to the sky because of bushfires. Oh yeah, I haven't made like sky changes here. So spring has sky color what now? I don't know. Should probably have the sky color of summer, to be honest. I'm gonna switch that. And flowering spring. I use gray/white skies in cold biomes and it works super well. Yeah. Yeah, we grayed out or whited out the winter sky a lot. Heatwave summer? Yeah, that might be it. That might be it, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna reorganize this a little bit. Oops. Also, game rule. Command block output false. Execute as run. My whole command from before. This. So now we're replacing with spring forest. Let's just replace with Minecraft column forest. Whee! Paint! Biome painter! Should probably just have turned off biome blend for this. How large an area can it affect? It's the same limit as fill, basically. Same block count limit. Let's double check. Because this could break horribly. There's still some stuff here. And there. We're kind of doing stuff the game doesn't really expect you to do now, I think. And like that I'm changing biomes and then reloading the world. There's one thing here. More? You? Here? No? That's just a desert or beach or something being. Does it affect the underground biomes at all? I'm running fill biomes with replace, so I'm not touching anything that isn't the biome that I'm looking to change here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rearrange it a little bit so we have more of a, I don't know what to say, more of an organized. So early fall, maybe we call it fall underscore early instead. Or maybe I just do fall 1 and fall 2. With carbon mod you can increase, is there a design reason why fill and fill biome limits are relatively low? No, I want to add a game rule for the limit actually. There were a lot of fears about the performance implication about these things, but you know, people are just gonna run them multiple times anyway. So, and there's a bazillion command block limit, like for a chain length. So whatever. I'm guessing we call them fall early and fall late, even if they aren't. Just for some naming, and then we're gonna go spring flowering and spring what? Default, I guess. Winter bear and winter snow, and then summer call them fall new and fall new real. Underscore final underscore ship. And summer dry, I guess. The problem is these are gonna have to exist for all of them, and I'm not sure if I use them or whatever. Hey, Miso. And what do I need to do? We can join in this world now, I think. I think I'm at the point at least where I'm not gonna have nothing's gonna be super broken. And now we can do this. Most of these don't exist right now, so spring default, spring flowery, right? Flowering, summer default, summer dry. I guess they should be summer wet and summer dry. The real fall, how it actually looks. TM by slicedlime. Yep. It's not really good unless there's like underscore draft and underscore final in the same one. GG, you skipped the next song. Summer moist. Oh yeah. These are just reversed. Winter bear. Winter snowy? What do they call it? Winter snow? That makes no sense. Snowy. And maybe... I don't know. I renamed the biome, so let's reload again. Except... Okay, now it's fine. Yeah. I will never forgive Mojang for leaving large basalt columns temp in the game that one time. Oh my god, there were so many wrong things with some of these Worldgen things that were done. So much temp stuff that people just went, this is good, this is fine, ship it. My immersion. But yeah. Okay, so that's a good point. Thank you for the pause reminder. Let's do that, I guess. Let's have a break and we'll continue. This is promising progress though. Okay, next step, I guess, is try to wrap this all up into one cohesive thing that actually switches with like the pack does the switching of the biome. That's, I think, the next step. How many / to do are in the Worldgen code? Are you asking me to leak things, sir? Anyway, let's have a break. There will be some ads playing, and they get rid of the pre-roll ads for anybody who joins in. That's the only way I can do that, sadly. So, you know, better to run ads while we're on a break than to run them while we're not on a break. If you are a sub, you don't get any ads. If you have Twitch Turbo, you don't get any ads almost anywhere. So, you know, if you can afford that, that's kind of a nice way to have Twitch, in my opinion. But I appreciate your subs too. For anybody who doesn't get ads, and when the ads are done, we'll be playing some funny clips from the channel past. I hope you enjoy them. And we'll be right back. Take a few minutes, get up, stretch a little bit, grab some drinks, or fill up your snacks. See you soon.
Okay. I don't see the timer on you.
Thank Amy.
Oh, he's here again. Ooh.
Should I try to get a lava bucket?
I have a bucket. Where am I gonna get the lava?
From the portal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run.
Mesa stream, Mesa stronghold, Mesa fail, Mesa creeper boom boom. Mesa, so today it's not going to be that. Today we're gonna do it. And if we fail, we'll just go to the mesa that somebody else found. Shouldn't be any normal piglins around, so we're just gonna grab it. Oh, I'm stuck! Whoa. Okay then. Alright. Mm-hmm. And another. Are you kidding me? Alright then. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's gonna hit him. Get! Alright, okay. You brought reinforcements? Is that dude coming for me? No, I don't think I hit anybody. Oh man. Alright, that's kind of a no-go. I can't. No, I can't. I can fight one of them, but I can't fight two of them with piglins in the way.
I see how these runs are going to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not where my mindset is at right now.
Half-hearted mode.
Again?
No.
Put it in half-hearted mode.
No.
There were two voices saying that there. It's 2 against 1, Myth. Sorry.
Well, it was also me saying no. No.
Thank you.
Just saying.
You don't count.
Apparently. Who am I to talk about my stream?
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think you are?
The viewers decide, that's obvious, right?
You think you are, Mr. Streamer? Think you're like the streamer or something?
Want to talk to the manager of the stream.
Alright, Karen to space. Oh, you all just died. A bit.
I think they are still dying.
Oh, good.
Okay, now we can go die in
That
peace.
was beautiful.
Am I actually out? I
Yeah.
really need to go get more sugarcane. What? What? Oh! Oh, it was a bullet from when we were transporting the shulker yesterday. It's been unloaded. Oh, that's amazing. The random levitation in the overworld just out of nowhere. And campfire. Dog. Dog, did you just push the cat into the campfire and then sat there with your silly tilted face until it burnt to death? Is that what you just did? Is that it, dog? Is that how it's gonna be? Is it? Alright, well, you get food, apparently.
Lime. Did you just attract the dog so he pushed the cat into the campfire?
I did no such thing. Lies. Hello. I come up with the elevator to kill. Have sharp blade. Give little shulker shell reward. Now? Fight me? Yeah! Not like that. Ow. Ow. Bad. Ow.
That message. Beautiful.
So, did someone clip it?
So let's rate these things first. I'm always bad news for villages, you know? Oh, coal. Okay, another one. Fine. Oh! How did I get out of that one alive? Holy smokes. Yeah, I do need that water bucket, don't I? If we do this... Look at that. Go! Die! Yay! Death! Destruction! Suffering! And on that note, welcome back. All right. What was I doing? So, I'm sure it was important. Okay, so I guess I'm not sure we care about the sky color and stuff here. Winter snow, yeah, okay. You were being happy about suffering? Oh, yeah, oh, all right, okay, yes, sure. That just sounds like every day, though. That was a different timeline. I don't know. Okay, so we have one biome. We have one biome tag. That's where we're at. That's all we got. So the next thing to do is to figure out. Are you sure you didn't use any patent on copyrighted colors for your biome? I mean, I can't have because they wouldn't be available in the scrub tools I'm using, right? Sure, Paint.net didn't pay for a license. Give me a moment. It is actually properly cold in here now. Winter is noticeable. Let's see. So what do? We probably start making folder for functions. We probably make a tag folder for functions. And that, no, we don't. We don't. We need a data Minecraft folder for overrides, and in that we need a tags folder, and in that we need a functions folder. And in that we need a new file which is called tick.json. Don't replace. And run seasons tick. And does this work? No? Fails to resolve. Didn't there used to be like a quick ad for these? I guess not. Tick.answer function. The feature you're looking for is only available in .mc function files. Huh. Why though? So if I do function seasons on that, well, with a valid thing. Huh, okay. I guess I will repeat myself. Nothing that I do outside of work on stream will ever be in the game in the form. Like, I'm never working actively on something in my spare time for work. Right? Maybe something like this will eventually end up in the game, but not this. Not because I did it here, but because somebody at some point found it good, right? Silly people might see the title, not watch and believe it. People are gonna make that interpretation whatever I do, like.
Okay, I get it. It's not going to be in the game. But, is it going to be in the game?
No. I mean, sure. Yes, it's going to be in the game if you put it in the game, but it's not going to be in the game by default if you didn't put it in the game. / end disclaimer. Somebody click that. How far from the player do you plan on spreading the season biomes? Ideally, it should go the simulation distance, right? But I don't know if I can reliably detect that or access that. The default random tick distance is what? 128? It's chunk based, but so maybe we go like one chunk lower than that. 8 chunks, yeah. But depending on where you are in the chunk, it can be slightly different. So if we reduce that by 1 chunk, then you're kind of guaranteed to be within that, right? So what we're gonna we could random spread a marker, right?
Sliced. Are you going to make a leaf monster boss fight for an autumn season biome? Teasing, D, where you need to make a rake or a leaf blower to battle him? Silly idea brought to you by my coffee-induced imagination, or O greater than D less than 3.
Teasing. Reminds me of, what's that race in Mass Effect? The Elcor, right? that don't have emotional expressions, so they explicitly say all their emotions. Thank you for the bits, Brassy, and for the fantastic ideas. All good on coffee-based idea generation. I am very, very out of I'm very out of touch with spread players. So let's say we want 1 and... Do we? Actually, what I want to do is... Oh, this is tricky, actually. Here's something the game does that is going to be very hard for me to do. The game random ticks per chunk. I guess I could do that, but it would not probably be good.
Yay. I feel so happy you won't believe it.
Do you now, Brian? Very good, very good. Now, stay in the basement. Thank you, No9 for the bits. So the problem I have here is the game will random tick. If I had a friend here around this same chunk, he would only random tick this chunk once. But
Woohoo basement party.
Brian, no. No, that's not what... Whatever. Thank you, No9 for the bits. I think maybe we'll just have to accept that if you're more players, then biomes, then seasons take effect quicker. You can use limit equals 1, but I also don't want. So it's about the overlap of player areas. Yeah, but then we're just doing one play. I also don't want to do 1 player per tick. Because what happens then is that if you're more players on a server, biomes seasons transition more slowly. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna execute on all players. Like what we could do, I guess, is if 2 players are very close, then we kind of merge them and just pick one of them. Otherwise, this is rather fundamentally impossible to... Yeah, exactly. But that's a very arbitrary heuristic, and I don't like that with it. So I'm just going to do execute as at A. Spread. Call that. Let's also run it at S. And now I can do this. Spread the current season at the current location, basically. Before that, though, we're gonna need some stuff. Where's my tag functions for here? Load.json. Wow. Nope. Keep it there. Values. Seasons load. On load. So we're gonna add a scoreboard. Objectives, add seasons. I'm gonna do this, I think. Let's just call it main. So in a tick, we're going to... Wait. Just hoping it's toggleable in menu. No, it's not. It's a data pack. It's an add-on. It's not in the game. You toggle it by adding it to your world. It's a custom data pack. This could work. Spread around all players. Check the count of nearby players and have a 1/n chance of the attempt failing and being the amount of nearby players. Well, what is nearby? The statistics of this is very hard to calculate. The stochastical distribution of this is very hard to calculate. I think it's the better thing to do is just going to be what I'm doing here. Just accept the overlap and it's fine. And actually what I was going to do here is I was gonna tick something up. But maybe that's over the top. Summon an armor stand / whatever in every affected chunk, deduplicate those and then run from them. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like you could run a marker in every chunk, and then you'd essentially just do what the game does in random ticking, right? The random ticking is includes height, but the value is just very low. The problem is if you want the distribution to be right after doing all of that, you're gonna have to do it basically once per chunk, and then you're doing too much work. Or I guess we just do a random... No. It becomes extremely hard. Extraordinarily hard. So let's not. It's not worth... We could always change this later. So... we created something called... I guess I'm just gonna go here. We're just gonna call _seasons. We don't need the main. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be fine with one. So... let's see. Time query day, right? Time is 0. Yeah, because I stopped time. So, oops. There's what I wanted. Execute store. Result. Score. Day. _seasons. Run. Time query day. And then execute... no. Scoreboard. Players operation. So we need to figure out which season it is. When do we start? I guess the common thing would be to start with the start of summer. How long is a season? So if we go by 365 days, for like a realistic year spread, what does that mean? That means that let's see, 365 days, and let's say worst case, right? Or let's calculate the best case. 365 days plus times 10 minutes. Because you're sleeping away every single night. What? So that means that you're playing for 60 hours for a full year. So every season would be something like 15 hours. That feels long. That seems long to me. So how long is a season to feel reasonable? I guess we can always, like figure this out later. Also, 7 in-game days for each half season. I don't think I'm gonna have half seasons though. 7 in-game days is just over an hour if you play with sleeping away each night, and just over like almost 2.5 hours. Most mods do about 28 days per season. Yeah. So 28 days. Let's do this. In load. Not that load. The one I don't have open. Very good. Scoreboard players set. Am I seeing on the right thing? Yes, it is. Very good. Scoreboard players set. Season length. Seasons to value in days. 365 divided by 4 equals 91. Run into the closest integer. Just saying, says no answer. Maybe around 100 days, so it's about 33 hours for a year without sleeping. So 100 days would be the entire year, is what you're saying. So season would be 25 days. Let's just put a value to it. 100 days in Minecraft slice uses Datapack hardcore. What if someone plays like 3 hours a day? How many days would you want them to spend in a season? Well, that's the problem, right? How many hours do you play? Like, I think it's reasonable. I don't want I don't want to have a situation where you sit down to play in the evening, and then when you go to bed that evening because you played a lot, then you're like 5 seasons later, right? I want seasons to still feel like they're a substantial amount of time, right? So it's a balance. We also don't want like a casual player who doesn't play much to never see winter. But I'm less worried about that because I think those players are less likely to play this pack, to be frank. Seasons equals day seasons. What did I call it? Season length? Yes. I think 2 hours maybe? Yeah, so what does that come out as, right? So 2 hours would be 120 minutes, so that's 12 a days in-game if you sleep away every day. There's just 6 days if you don't, right? Have you ever considered posting your finished data packs to Plant Minecraft? Oh yeah, I did. I used to. I don't, mostly because I don't want the additional overhead of updating one more place. I think if I could figure out an API to auto update a Planet Minecraft page from a GitHub repo, then I need a publish pipeline. I have too much stuff that I have to do every time I make a new thing. This is my problem. I guess scoreboard players set season count or I'm missing an underscore seasons there. Waiting for 9 Minecraft to steal your data packs. Oh, that's fun times. I do think you should get used to seasons. Yeah, I mean, if season is a fairly lengthy thing, right? But yeah, these are definitely there to be tweaked. What just happened? There. So that does nothing at the moment. So if we just reload this pack right now and scoreboard, make this at display sidebar seasons. Then we have that, and then now it's time to do game roll, due daylight cycle true, and then time add 1D, which that was not a D. So now it's day 1, 2, good. Okay, so that works like I thought it would. So we just like skip ahead, and then we get to season 1. 28 days might not be so bad. What does that come out to? 4 hours 40 if you sleep. So that's the double. It's 9 hours something if you don't sleep. So and the general case is going to be a mix, right? You'll sleep if you're on the surface and stuff, but you'll not sleep when you go mining and whatever. So that's a little too long, I think. What did I set it to? So we got 25. So it's probably more like 20 or something. But anyway, yeah, the reason I have these like this is to be able to tweak them. Okay, so spread. Yeah, we'll probably just summon a marker here. And then we nuke the marker when we're done. Wherever we are, because that's where we want to go. Sure. Hey, jerk. $25 sounds nice. 100 days for a year then. Yeah, there's a symmetry to it that is nice, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the number is. It comes down to, does this feel good in the game? It's going to, the idea is it's going to try to essentially spread one column per tick. Or do one column update per tick, basically. I can never remember what the heck these do. Spread distance, max range. Which one is which? Max range is a relevant one. Yeah, so the other one is the team, the individual distance one. So what did we say here? We said probably the same as the tick range, but one chunk less, which would be 112 or something such, right? 128 minus 16. Can replicate this on Bedrock? No idea. Probably not. But you might be able to do it some completely different way. Okay, so this is probably going to break down horribly if you run it on a lower simulation distance than, what, 7? But I don't know that I have any way of dealing with that. If you remember correctly, it's center radius max range player. Yeah, but that doesn't help us. Like, we knew that already from the highlight in the editor, which you're not seeing, so that's not helpful. We'll just see. This is fine. So the first thing we're going to do is not do that at all, but just do 32. You could use a static method with no entities, recursive random work or something. Sure, but that doesn't... It's still not going to work for if your biome, if your sim distance is lower. I'm going to turn it down to 32 right now because like I want to test it. And I want to see the results of testing it. So now we have a season spreader. Should be on top of the world. One is potentially get stuck if you're teleporting the same entity. I'm not. This will end up. This end like this. That's the idea. It might still get some entities stuck, but you know, chunk loading is hard. Execute as. I mean, probably, you know what, actually wants to, like, at S run. I can't type. Update season. Can you force load the chunk for a few ticks while it does the changes? We could essentially fake a higher sim distance by force loading the distance we need from every player, but does /kill work on non-loaded entities? No. So what would happen would be if you have sim distance lower, actually don't know what you can still. Can you still execute off of entities that are loaded but outside of sim distance? I think you can, right? Pretty sure you can. So it's if your both sim and the render distance is too low. My solution to this problem is right in README. No? Hello? Why can't I? There. So now we're in the at this, yes. The current position to be the current biome. And I think the comment for the other one might be wrong. Spread the current season around the current coordinate. Sounds like science. We need some random values. Type equals a marker, tag equals seasons random, limit equals 1, sort equals random. If entity at S tag equals seasons 1, I guess we do set. Where's the cat? Don't know. Probably up in the tree. But I haven't been up since at the break, so I don't know. Do I need one? I might just need one. We might need more bits. I don't know. Should probably make this a more of a method here. Okay. Make a random number generator. Generate random bits. Bits of randomness into random. Wait, are seasons individual? What do you mean? Oh, this doesn't work. Okay, so scoreboard players operation random seasons, multiply that by 2. I hate that you have to put that in the scoreboard, but like worldwide, would every player be in the same season everywhere in the world? Yes. But the adaptation of their location to the current global season might be in a different progression. It's like if I go to a completely new place, then that place obviously is whatever state it was loaded as, right? It's not going to quickly catch up. So if you go somewhere in the middle of winter, that's slowly going to start turning into the winter. Do I clean this up? Maybe I do. Or maybe I make a scratch scoreboard. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so this is gonna need to be add. Scoreboard players remove random bits. Seasons 1. So remove one random bit. Execute if score random bits seasons matches 1 or more, then run function seasons colon random r. So we're basically just running it over and over as long as we need more bits. So this is and random r after resetting and then cleaning up. You know what, we could even lift this out. Just to not do extra work. It sucks that it's not contained, but is the dot common in programming or more? It's a mathematical It's a mathematical range expression. So this doesn't mean above 1, right? You're saying equals or more, right? This means 1 or more. This is a range of numbers between 1 and infinity. So it's slightly different. It's not a comparison, it's a range. Okay, so now we have a random number. Now we need to go back to here, update, right? Yes. So the bad part here is we can't really store the biome anywhere. So players set random bits seasons to 2 maybe. We run the random function. Do all programming languages support it? I don't know of any programming language that really supports that. Python, maybe? This is specifically the Minecraft function language. If it is a programming language or not, I don't know, but... How do you plan on doing the random function? I just did. It's implemented. It's done. Here's the random function. The random function creates 2 markers, stores a 2 in a scoreboard, and then runs this other function. This essentially multiplies the value that's there by 2, randomizes 1 bit by picking one of the 2 markers at random, and if it's the one that's called 1, adds a bit of 1, sets the lowest bit to 1, then removes 1 bit and says if there were more bits to do the same thing again. So this is a recursive way of generating n random bits by using the random entity selection in the game. So it's a super simple way of making a random thing happen. If you don't need seeds and you don't need repeatability. So that's why something like Chosen makes a hugely complex thing. I guess Minecraft Bingo probably also has a different generator, right? So if you don't need a bunch of like seed stability things, then you don't need to do complicated stuff. Okay, so now we got a random number, and now we have a bunch of things to do. So execute if your season in seasons matches. What do we have? We have a value between 0 and 0 and 3. Where 0 is summer. We should probably do this actually. See, set summer. I don't need these then. Set fall. Set winter. I guess I shouldn't use set either. Set spring. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Update. Bingo has both. Generating a random seed is similar to what you did, but not using entities. But a Minecraft call on random chance pretty good? Sure. That's an interesting one. Now I'm curious. Condition. What is that, right? What? Wait. Is it a built-in thing or? What's the actual condition? Oh, there we go. Alternative? Random chance. Huh. So just that. Very interesting. We can simplify this then. So then I don't need the markers. Still will need this. Still need this. Still need that. That still needs to happen, so execute. Just that. Oh, that's fancy. For some reason, I guess predicates just don't like pop up in my brain. That's the first thing, but that's very elegant. Nice. Where was I? I was in update season. So now we make all of these, and we have a little bit of randomness in a random thing. Just create all these, I guess. So at some point, this data pack is going to devolve into generating functions, because there's no way I'm going to type out all the biomes in the game. You can do if predicate? Oh, really? So we seem to have a good random thing going. Nice. Could kill random bits afterwards, I guess. Just to clean up a little bit. Let's do that. Scoreboard, players, reset, random bits, seasons. So what is that? If predicate this? Huh. Nice. Okay, so now what we have as input to all of these updates, whatever, summer, fall, winter, spring thing, is we have the position that you're at. You obviously know the season because you're in that, and we have a random number between 0 and 3, because for some, I think for spring, I'll probably want like flowery spring to be picked about 25% of the times. But I think for spring or for fall, we probably want them to be 50-50 and stuff. So we'll see. So update summer. And I think here, let's see, what do I have? I have summer default and summer dry. I'm going to completely ignore the existence of summer dry for a moment. And we're basically going to run this command that we ran from in-game. And with that, I'm also going to kill this command block, because otherwise that might be interesting. Let's get rid of some of this. Update summer. Fill biome. What command is that? So this would be season summer default forest. I think this is right. And then we're gonna do execute if block where we are now is snow. layers equals 1. Run set block here. Air. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have done this first. God dang it. It's gonna be quicker to redo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are loot tables hard-coded? For hard-coded structures like Nether Fortress is also hard-coded, or can you change them? Loot tables are all data-driven. Like, you can change any loot table in the game. There are a few things that are not loot tables. The things that spring to mind is the head drops from charged creepers and the wither dropping the star. I think those are the only things, but almost everything like loot related is customizable. So we don't care about, like, I guess this should just be its own function, really. Function. Let's do this. Execute if block. Tilde, 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 snow, run, function, seasons, colon, melt, snow. And then let's make this. Datapack Helper Plus is going to be very sad about things for a while, because it's going to think all of my update biome, like fill biome commands are wrong. Should try Control D in VS Code when selecting a word. Wait, Control D. I was just okay. Select the entire word. Nice. I suffer greatly from my switching of IDEs back and forth. So, because I switch a lot between IntelliJ and Visual Studio Code, I keep misremembering my shortcuts. Is this VS Code extension developed by Mojang? This is a community thing. Oh, we will skip to the next one. Convenient. Okay. Okay, so update summer. Let's say that that's done for now. So update biomes. This obviously will then have a long list of all of the other ones, right? And then melt snow, because that's not a summer thing. And then update spring would be kind of the same thing, but with spring. Oh god, I can't remember what I called them, and I'm useless without the plugin. Spring default and spring flowering. There we go. So execute if score random seasons matches 1, 2, 3. Run this thing. And then execute if it matches 0. Then fill biome a thing. It is really good. It's super solid. I agree. And then melt snow. Good. Let's take this whole thing, go to update all. So here I think I want to do 2 to 3 and 0 to 1, so it's equally likely. Fall. Early and late, I think I call it. So we're just gonna make them random for now. We might progress through. And then the winter one is gonna be the almost the opposite. So execute if block tilde, snow. Then we're gonna run winter snowy. And if it's not snow, then we're gonna run winter bear. And then there's a second problem of snow can't land everywhere, which I guess we'll have to deal with in time. Or it might turn out to not be a problem at all. Who knows? So basically, winter is going to first become bare, and then when it snows in an actual like precipitation with snow, then it's when it's going to start turning into snowy. Okay. Can you check what the weather is? That is a weirdly weird. It's a weird omission. You can through a predicate, I think. But it's weirdly hard to check the weather. But why do I need that here? Because I don't think I do. I think for now this is gonna be fine. I'm just gonna reload this and see if anything happens. Oh my lord, yes it did. Also my biome blend is off, so it looks awful. So we should see this, and like this is way too fast because it's now set to do it only within a radius of 32 of me. It doesn't seem to be melting the snow. I wonder if the markers are ending up over the snow. You can check the weather instead of the block. But that isn't the key. I wanted to switch the biome when there's snow. Wow. It's just a disco. So the snow melting is not working. What season is it? It's season 1. It's on. Yeah, well, we see that. It's fall. My suspicion. Let's do this. Let's go into spread. No, update season. And do particle. What's a small thing that we know is on the right place? Android, I think I've used before. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0. Of course. Now I want to see where they end up. Specifically around here. Come on. That looks... I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be the block above. So maybe we'll just dumbly move it down by a block. When there's snow, it snows. No, so when it's a non-snowy season, I want to remove the snow. When it's winter, I want the biome to be the bare winter biome until it snows. Then I want to switch it to the snowy biome. I don't want to set it to the snowy biome when it snows. I want to change the biome where it has snowed to the snowy version. Basically, I want trees with snow on them to look snowy, but trees without snow on them to not look snowy, regardless of if it's snowing at the moment or not. It's kind of an emulation of the bedrock behavior there. So update fall definitely does call melt snow, but if we just do this, it might fix this problem.
Yay.
Is it just not hitting, or... Okay, it might... was this covered? I don't know. That hit, but it's still not melting the snow. Why? What am I doing wrong here? So snow is the layer, snow block is the full block. Snow layer doesn't exist. So the ID is correct, otherwise this would highlight. I don't understand. So what am I looking at? Oh god. I'm looking at an absolute mess. Scoreboard objectives at display sidebar. I am looking at snow with layers 1. Okay. Would the order of the layers matter? Yes, it does. That's why it's written in this order. So if I had put it in the reverse order, you would have first 6 and set it to first 7, set it to 6, then 6 set it to 5. So it would just end up error regardless of how many, right? That's why they're in this order. But is it just not running in the right location? Wait. Yeah, it's not setting the right location. So what I need is this. Need to move the entire thing down by 1. Hey, look at that melting snow. Run the command yourself in game, see what it does. That doesn't matter. Like, I know parts of it are right. It's a positioning problem. So if I run it, I know where I am, obviously. So these are now slowly melting, which is nice. Can we get this one to melt? Oh, Sly Fearless coming in with the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I hope you had a fantastic time today on your stream. And there's a shout out too. Thank you, mods. Well, do let us know what you were up to today. Ooh, this one looks like it's like in there though. That's weird. Does it matter? What? Okay, so it's actually, it starts out on the very, very tippy surface of where it's at, which means the ones that showed up like here are clear indication that it was actually, yeah, see this one? It was actually up here. It was like 1 block above. Can you hit the one that's like 2? That would be nice. Let's just, I want to see that they're decreasing. Should really do one that's like a full block also. So this one is snow with layers 8. There's an 8 layer one. I didn't have that in my function. maybe add the full thing. Reload. Offset the particles up by half a block. It doesn't matter now. I can remove the particles again. I know because I got the info I needed. There we go. Yeah. This is going to slowly over time take away your snow layers and go back to it not being snowy when it's not winter. And then it's up to us to make sure that none of the wintry biomes snow. And I guess if it does in like a mountainside, because it does when you're high up. Did I reload? I think I did. I just didn't hit this yet. Then it will like snow and then melt away, and then snow and then melt away, and I guess that might be okay. Okay, I'm gonna take away those particles. And then I need to either I update this method or I update all the call sites. And I guess we just update all the call sites. So summer one. Did I include execute in my copy? I did. And then spring. And they're browsing it, having a good old time. And where's my particle? It's in update season. Oops. Reload. So obviously if you had a ton of snow, because you were playing a lot, and you were like, had the snow accumulation set high, which we probably should set, by the way, with this pack, for it to make sense. I guess that is up to you, but maybe we should default. I don't know. This looks like it is flipping back and forth a lot between these. But also it is now very close in. So I guess maybe we try this again, but with the proper update distance to see how quickly it would update. I think that's probably the thing to do. Oops. That's... okay. That's surprisingly fast. I did not expect that. I expected it to be much slower at this range. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so then what we're going to do is we're going to do subseasons. And, I'm not sure about how spring is going to look with the pink stuff then. So we're going to probably have to do subseasons, and we're probably going to have to do position hashes for the pink parts of spring. Interesting, so that's a good thing to learn. So I guess in tick we do this. What's the best way to do this? Just calculate the length of a year. Start out by getting the day of the year. It can actually be done on the day. Now what am I doing? I had some plan for this. Where once you enter a season with a random sub-season, don't replace the tag any group anymore. Pink stays pink until next season. Oh. I see what you mean. Yeah, so we need a tag for all non-fall. See you, jerk. So that would give us a much more random look. Rather than like all of the trees turning yellow and then all of the trees turning red and then all of them turning brown. Interesting. Hash the X, Z, and year. I think for fall and spring, I like the idea of random distribution that stays consistent for the season more. Yeah. So let's maybe do that then. And then we're just back to this. So season is now day by season length within a year. So this just still, I kind of just refactored this a little bit. That's fine. And then what we do is we make more tags. We make tags like crazy. So now I have a forest tag that just has all of them. So what we need is a forest tag for every season. So we just make a folder. Non-summer. Non-spring. Non-winter. Oh, that ended up in the wrong folder. Nice. And what am I missing? Fall. There's no negative, right? You can't remove a value out of a... So, okay. Okay, we just copy this everywhere and then remove some values. Just whatever. So non-fall is everything except fall. Non-spring is everything except spring. Non-summer is everything except summer. Non-winter is everything except winter. Good. I have so many things called forest now. It's ridiculous. Like everything is called forest.json. And then we do update fall. Maybe I didn't need these. Actually, actually... Wait, so I... So for the winter ones, I actually want all of them. So we want one with all of them. I don't want the non-winter one. I don't care about that. Probably the same goes for summer. I probably just want to make the summer ones summer. So it's non-fall and non-spring. And so update fall. So this is replace seasons non-fall. And then melt snow. And then the spring ones are the same. Wait. Here. Okay, so reload that, go back in the game. Basically, we should see no change from now. The problem I have with this is it might be too quick anyway. So, let me just times that 0. Yeah, then season turns back to summer. So it should all be turning back into summer now. And it's happening really quickly. Like, I feel like seasons are a long thing, but also seasonal transitions are a long thing. So we might just do, yeah, because this is all summer again. It's way too quick. I'm considering... I think I want a quick update when it comes to winter biomes switching between snowy and not, but the rest I don't want so quick. And I think the quickness comes from the fact that the biomes changed in a cube of 4x4 blocks, right? 4x4x4. So really every time, every tick, we're switching a full column of 4x4, not just one column, which would have been slower. So one thing we could do is we could just not update unless we randomly have hit the corner. Which we would then have to figure out, but that's okay, we can do that. I think we might try that. That or we just update 1 out of 16 times, which would give the same speed. I guess that's easier. I want 4 bits of random, right? Yes. Where did I use that? We used it in fall and winter. Oh god. Peace and random. In spring. So, and if score... What do we call that? Hey, welcome back. Oh. So we're just going to toss this in before every one of these. Or are we? Yeah, we are. Thinking about if there was a more generic way to do that, but I don't think so because I should copy something that works. Yes. There. I still want the winter ones to be rather quick, or at least sometimes be rather quick. There. So if it's snowy, then we probably want to make it snow right away. If it's not snowy, then we split it in two. So if it's not snowy and we hit our normal update, then just update everything. Otherwise, we just update the winter bear version of forest. You can just have real if states. I mean, you can chain many things in executes. You can chain like whatever you desire, but pretty much. I think that's pretty much what I wanted. So I don't think I changed the world gen stuff, so we can reload in here. So we're getting a whole bunch of random stuff going on. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so now what day is it? It is day 0. Let's get rid of that scoreboard. Also, let's get rid of all this garbage in chat. Bruh, just open stream and watch an ad, then instantly get another ad. Yeah, I mean, sadly, all I can say is you have to go complain to Twitch, right? The only thing I can do to not have that happen is to play more ads. And the only time I trigger ads myself is when I go on a break. Sad face. But welcome in. Sorry about the ad apocalypse. So now, time add 20 days. Should put us into autumn. See melting snow. Some of the trees are starting to turn. It's a much more reasonable rate. What about execute ask? Can you change those? You can chain any execute subcommands. I do it regularly. I have enormous execute commands. Speaking of more ads.
Yay.
Hey, thank you for the follow also. Welcome in. I think this is more reasonable. Like, if it's the same season over... I'm not seeing any red now, though. That might be a red one. We just go... It's just on the... Yeah. One red leaf block right on the edge of the biome. Multiple as in the same command are rarely useful, though. Disagree. It's not as common. Oh, we blasted past that one. I think we probably might not do that now. Because, yeah, it is a work day tomorrow, and it's almost midnight here. I think this is a good progress on this pack, though. Give me an example, then? I don't have one off the top of my head. I know I've used that many times. Essentially, you switching as one thing to execute at that position and then do some checks and then so like move on is the case, right? So you're moving your execution context in several stages. About 6 p.m. here. Where's that? That would be East Coast, US, or Americas. Do you use this kind of scripting for testing at work? Not really this, I wouldn't say. Okay, this feels like it's too slow, maybe. How can it be? I slowed it down by 16. On the other hand, we want it to be subtle and slow. I do use commands for testing stuff at work, but I don't I wouldn't do like scripting in a Datapack sense. I wouldn't do a big setup really. You know, you know, you're more likely to run a few commands in game or run a few command blocks. I mean, it's really hard because like now when I'm testing it, you know, I feel like, oh, this is slow. But if you're playing with this and you're playing with it over hours, then maybe this is what you want. Depends on how fast you move also. Maybe we do slightly, maybe we just go one bit less random. Maybe go 3 here instead. Time lapse over 1 hour could help figuring out. Well, see, the problem is I don't know how this is gonna look when you play normally, and that's gonna depend because it is locked to your possession and it's like doing stuff around you. It's gonna depend on how you move, basically. So if you're just like at home, you're chilling doing stuff at your base, then the area around your base is going to rather quickly, or let me rephrase that. The area around your base is going to more quickly turn into the new season. Whereas if you're out like you're moving between two places or you're working over a larger area, you're moving around a bunch, it's gonna not turn as quickly. I think I might have had it right the first time. Although it's going to be much harder to test. All right, moving on. It should now be season 2, which should scoreboard objectives set display sidebar seasons. That's really hard to see. Maybe we nuke the random numbers from the scoreboard when we're done. So we can actually see stuff. So season is 2, yeah. So it's gonna be winter. Okay. Maybe use carpet for tick warp. I want to see how it looks when you play it, right? I'm not interested in the end result. Because I know the end result. The end result will be that the biome is everywhere. What am I looking for here? Do weather cycle. Let's have daytime so we can actually see what we're doing. I never needed that. Yeah, but then, like, I guess it's very project specific. Yeah, you might end up having a run function, yes, but then it's really a refactoring question of how do you, what have you done, like what have you put inside a function or something. You are at some point at essentially running an execute with an execute that both happen to do as something. It's just that you have function interaction in between. Okay, so this is slowly turning. Okay. So I'm gonna speed it up for a little bit, so we end up in a state where we're like more half transitioned into winter. I don't understand this. Why? Shouldn't this be faster now? You should be getting like brown, like those. You should look almost like withered leaves. Season matches 2, so it should run update winter. So what I've done now is I've let's see, update season. I've put random bits down. So there's 2, we can do 1. And that means we should be half as likely as we were when it was discoing to update. Which I feel like it's should be updating really quickly then, but it's really not. As we keep update random on the scoreboard to see what is happening. It's switching between 0 and 1. That does look like it's doing what it should. Okay, good. And let's look at update winter. So if there's snow, which is, by the way, should be this. So that might explain it. It shouldn't, because it should... Oops. It should be dropping into one of these either way. Let's do that. Should be... Well, it is converting slowly here. So it should be running... So, this block is not slow. It's not snow, not slow. Update random matches 1 or more. That's fine, that's the off case. Then it's going to replace only the winter bear. But if update random matches 0, then it's going to update all the forests to be winter bear forest. Assuming the name of the biome is right. Winter bear forest, yeah. Well, that is like ever so slowly moving it over. I'm very surprised at the fact that it was so slow now that I have a random factor of 2. And weather rain. Let's rain for a bit. We should be getting snow. I am, I guess, getting... Some places are still not snowy. Like, this little spot here has some biome that isn't the one... the wintry one. So we're getting a lot of snow layers. Do we see any that are starting to turn? I mean, this looks like it's turning to the white one. You can see the biome here. Actually, oops, if I end up in the right spot. Snowy forest. Winter snowy, winter bear. Nice. So my belief here now is that if I just let this sit for a bit and we get more and more snow layers, then it should more quickly turn into winter because, yeah, it's going to be more snowy. I guess this is kind of a weird one because it hasn't turned into the winter biome here yet. It is snowing here, which means it's not forming snow layers, which just means it's not turning into winter quicker. See you later, Itakashira. Well, that looks pretty good, I think. So the more snow you get, the more kind of whitish we get. This is weird, but I guess it's just because it hasn't randomly hit here yet. It's a little bit of autumn still here. Okay. So we got a bunch. Bitrate go bye-bye. Yeah, I know, right? So if we do weather clear now. And now it's still winter. Still going to be kind of moving over to winter. I'm still surprised at how this is not. Because it's still updating over there. Still becoming more winter. Okay, so now let's speed ahead again and add... Let's go back into daytime so we see what's going on. It's very annoying. I need the daylight cycle, but I don't want, like, nighttime, really. So skip ahead a season. So now it's spring. Oh, yeah, look. And now, like, we're in super speed of progression mode. So it's in reality going to move about 1/8 of the speed. One idea, actually, given the melt snow thing, is we could not change the biome until the snow has melted. That might be really nice, actually. On the other hand, that means That means it might rain again, which might put more snow there because, you know, snow accumulation. It should be melting snow faster than it's changing biomes. I guess it's hard to say. I can do that really, actually, because the biome changes for a bunch of blocks at the same time. So even if it's enough to hit one block that doesn't have snow, and the whole tree turns basically. Is this snow going away? I feel like I'm not really seeing it go away. Yeah, it is. And in reality, the snow melting speed is going to be the same as it is now, but the biome turning speed is going to be 1/8 of what it is now. So in reality, in the actual pack, if I keep that timing, then snow melt is going to be much faster, relatively speaking. Maybe you could have a snow melting biome which has the same colors as snow covered, but precipitation rain, you mean? Can you apply the snow melting to a bigger area? Not really. Oh, you mean when more than one block at a time where it hit? That might be hard because the snow isn't flat. Like, the problem is we hit this block, then we would kind of need to melt this, and you'd have to go scanning for where those blocks are. It's not impossible. I think it might just be fine. What about loaded versus unloaded areas? It operates around the player, so it's always operating in the loaded areas. It's one of the core design ideas behind this. Is that it operates pretty much like Minecraft does. Is like, if it is snowing, you're gonna get snow stuck on the ground around a player. The same goes here. If it is turning a season, you're gonna get that season around a player. Randomness makes it very hard to remove everything. Maybe. We could run more than once per tick also. You just randomize more positions. So if you left and came back in fall, would the snow be here? Yeah. But it would start melting when you came back. That's just how Minecraft works, right? And I want to stick to that. Yeah, maybe we do more positions. So yeah, it's still snowing in some places. I think Noinizer might have the best call there is to have yet another biome, which is essentially a copy of the winter one, but replaces the winter one with one where it doesn't snow anymore, and we would replace that as quickly as we can.
Yay.
Will this affect the growth of crop? Not at the moment, not. Right, we're just basically we're dealing with snow, and we're dealing with colors of biomes. That's all we do right now. But yeah, later I want to see what makes sense to expand it to. Okay, so yeah, we might need let's do this. I don't have much time. So we don't need this anymore. We also don't need to have it down here because we don't have a cat cam in the way. To do add winter-like biome for spring that has rain instead of snow. Only replace biome once snow is all melted. Melt no quicker. More random samples per pick. I mean, some of those are easy, some of them aren't, but I think that's gonna be a really cool thing. And again, I think this is supposed to be slow, so it's good that it's not happening too quickly, and it's supposed to be something that happens in, you know, the time frame of seasons, not the time frame of minutes. But I like it. I like where it's going. It's a we're going to need to do a lot of work to get all of the biomes for all of the seasons. Does snow covered work when there's any snow layer in the 4x4 biome? No. Like it's just dealing with where it's hitting. It checks the block that it randomly hit in the spread players. So you know. The time frame of snow melting should be way smaller than a season, in my opinion. Yeah, agreed. Which I think it will be. It should be. I need to go back into update season and put the bits the speed back. Yeah, I did. This is kind of nice for spring though. But I think if we up the melting speed by a factor of 4 or something, then I think it would be pretty good. And also you would then get like snow melting, then things turning more than what we're getting now. Actually surprising that it's not melting faster, but I guess maybe it isn't. Well, here's a fun thing. Spread players cannot put you on, for instance, water, so when you come in from the ocean, it probably would change super quickly while most chunks around you are water. Huh. We might need to deal with that. Yeah, maybe there's a case where maybe just randomizing the offset ourselves and just plonking there, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think this is showing that it seems very possible that I'll finish up something that will work. Probably won't progress that much now because I'm gonna have to do like update videos for all the pre-releases and whatever, and then I need to do a full update video. So before the full release of 1.19.3, I might not have that much time to work on this anymore. I hope I can work on it next weekend again, but I'm not entirely sure. But at least I'm happy with this, the way this went now, and hopeful, and it was fun. Will my browser find the Twitch? It did. Good. things have worked. Not so great. Let's just say. Let's see. Where are we going today? Yeah, let's do this. sure. All right, thanks, folks. We shall hopefully be back on Thursday. I don't believe there's anything in the way. The only thing that could get in the way, I guess, is a pre-release, and I have to make videos and stuff. But we'll see. Hopefully streaming should be back on normal schedules. Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays. If not, I'll let you know. Join the Discord if you're not there. That's the most reliable source of that type of information. We're going to raid over to Cubfan, who's doing MCC practice. Looks pretty rad. Thank you for chilling with me on this, and I'll see you laters.